Welcome. Welcome, everyone. I would like to thank everyone. Who has joined us this evening. Welcome to the graduation ceremony. I would like to thank everyone for joining us to celebrate Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our graduation ceremony for the East Leyden High School class of 2024. We would like to begin with the singing of our national anthem. Please rise if you're able, remove your caps, and join the Leyden Festival Band under the direction of Mr. Brian Miller and Mr. Michael Vasher. Thank you. Graduates, you may be seated. It is with great pride that I welcome you here tonight to celebrate this wonderful milestone. My name is Dominic Manola, and I'm the proud principal of East Leyden High School. We're so grateful you're here with us this evening. Tonight, we're fortunate to be able to celebrate in great style and comfort here in the beautiful Rosemont Theater. Thanks to the generosity of Mayor Bradley Stevens and the Village of Rosemont, we're able to enjoy our graduation in a perfect setting that can be enjoyed and remembered by all. Please help us in showing our gratitude. I'd also like to thank Rosemont Theater's Executive Director, Pat Nagel, Director of Operations, Ed Bello, the skilled craftsmen and women who worked behind the scenes. Their special touches add so much to this ceremony, and we appreciate all that they do for us. Please help me thank them. Although tonight is really about this amazing group of seniors in front of us, ready to take their next steps, I know they would like to take one more opportunity to thank the faculty who have joined us this evening. There is no finer group of people anywhere, and I am proud of them and what we continue to achieve. Faculty, please stand and face the audience. Thank you for all that you do each and every day. Tonight, I would like to specifically recognize 6 special faculty members who are retiring at the end of this year. Social studies teacher Mr. Rob Fowler. Literacy Department Chair, Ms. Jane Heinck. Science Department Chair, Mr. John Comet. Music Department Chair, Mr. Brian Miller. Counselor and senior class sponsor, Ms. Chris Scholes. And English teacher, Miss Linda Smith. The class of 2024 has accomplished so much in their time at East Leyden, and we've been rewarded by earning a total of nearly $2 million in grants and scholarships to colleges and universities across the country, and this number continues to rise. Congratulations. Along with these amazing scholarships, we wanted to recognize another special group of students this evening. Along with the many colleges and universities our students are attending, in addition to the powerful opportunities our students will have in the workforce, we have several students who will be entering military following graduation. Please help me in recognizing all of our students who are headed to the armed forces. I'd like to also take this moment to share a special recognition with you all this evening. This spring, we learned that one of our seniors, Russell Klug, was appointed to the United States Air Force Academy. Rusty is one of only a handful of students in the history of Leyden to receive such an appointment. Congratulations, Rusty. And now, I would like to introduce, presenting his commencement speech, Your Time, our Superintendent, Dr. Nick Polyak.
Good evening. On behalf of the school board, administration, faculty, and staff at Leyden, I'd like to welcome all of you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. It always feels good to be here at the end of the year in the beautiful Rosemont Theater. We're here tonight to celebrate each and every one of you. We all get 60 seconds every minute. We get 60 minutes every hour. Every day is 24 hours. As for the days in a month or the days in a year, those can vary a little. But when it's all said and done, hopefully, we all get 80, 90, or 100 years on this planet. What we decide to do with those seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, and years is completely up to each one of us. In fact, in a few minutes, you'll hear our chamber choir sing This Day. It's a song about making the most of your time. Graduation is both a time to look back at how you've spent the past 4 years and a time to look ahead to where you're going next. Let's not forget that your time has been filled with countless people supporting you and cheering you along. Tonight is possible because of the love and efforts of your parents, your guardians, your families, your teachers and coaches, support staff, administrators, and so many others. Your caps and tassels, your gowns, your cords, your stoles, even your diplomas are a celebration of your accomplishments for all the time you've put into your success. As those people congratulate you tonight, please make sure to thank them for the roles that they have played. It's now my honor and pleasure to tell you about two amazing graduates from the class of 2024 and the time they've spent inside and outside the walls of Leyden. I'd like to start with Christopher Rodriguez Parra. Christopher, if you would stand. During my time here at Leyden, I've been honored to tell the stories of dozens of Leyden students during graduation ceremonies. I always sit down and interview each student to learn about their life and their experiences. My interview with Christopher was unique because it required an interpreter for us to communicate. His first language is Spanish, as he grew up in Colombia. When I asked Christopher about growing up in Colombia, he said that he didn't have many positive memories to share. He comes from an area where there was a lot of crime and protests and poverty. When he was 5 years old, his parents separated and his mother moved to the United States. For the next 8 years, Christopher and his brothers moved around a lot, living with their uncles, their grandparents, and for a short time with their father. During that time period, his mother was working a variety of jobs and getting established with the help of her new partner. And when Christopher was 13 years old, he and his brothers moved to the United States too. I specifically asked Christopher about his favorite all-time memory, and without hesitation, he said, "It was reuniting with my mom." I carry that memory close to me. At first, they lived in Chicago, then they moved to Texas, and finally his family settled in Schiller Park in time for Christopher to be a sophomore at East Leyden. He shared that he and his brothers were not very close in Columbia, but they grew closer after moving here. His older brother, Wilson, they became a support system for one another. And together, they do their best to support and protect their younger brother, Joseph. Christopher also needed to figure out how to have a relationship with his mother after those 8 years apart. He said it was rocky at first, but that his mom put in a lot of effort, and now they're very close to one another. Christopher told me I wouldn't be here without her. She did what she did for all of us. School had not always been a high priority in Columbia because of how often he was moving around. Arriving at Leyden 3 years ago meant that Christopher needed to focus on learning English while managing schoolwork. He said watching movies and listening to music have been a huge part of his language acquisition. He credits Miss Bonilla, his science teacher, for helping and supporting him those first 2 years. Even though he didn't have her as a teacher this year, she was still there for him and helping him when he needed it. I spoke to Miss Bonilla, and she shared the following. "I am so proud of the person Christopher has grown into, and I have no doubt that he will accomplish great things in his future. He embodies what it means to be a Leyden Eagle and has that spark that so many of our students have. The strength, resilience, and dedication to their families and self is admirable, and it's what makes teaching here so beautiful, watching our Eagles grow and work hard to be successful in all life brings their way." She says to Christopher, "Remember to stay focused and create the path in life that brings you the most joy and peace, and know that you deserve it." Now, while here at Leyden, Christopher got involved in both the biology club and Alianza Latina. He offered up the following advice to his fellow graduates and future graduates. In regard to school, he said, "Read your emails." He feels he may have missed out on some exciting opportunities in school by not being aware. But in regard to life, he said, "Never give up. Sometimes you don't see the finish line, but there is one." After graduation, Christopher told me he has 3 major goals. After taking many automotive courses at East Leyden, his first goal is to enroll in the mechanics program at Triton College. His second goal is to find a new part-time job, and his third goal is to get involved in kickboxing. Since coming to the U.S., he's been more interested not only in martial arts, but also in soccer and archery. As Christopher reflected on his transition from Colombia, he said he does miss the food there. However, he found that he really likes the food at the Olive Garden. Had he stayed in Colombia, he doesn't believe he'd have all the opportunities that are in front of him. But his final words to me were, "Everything I have accomplished is due to my mother, my support system, and everyone I've met here. They've all shown me how to be a better person." Christopher, we are incredibly proud of both the person you are today and the person you will become in the future. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and we wish you much success and happiness. Next, I'm pleased to introduce you to Dalet Wallender. Dalet, please stand. Dalet just celebrated her 18th birthday last week. Let's all say happy birthday. We're not going to sing. She was born in May of 2006 in Galveston, Texas, and she and her parents quickly moved to Durango, Mexico. This is where Dalet spent the next 12 years of her life. In speaking with her, it was evident to me that both family and school have always been important to her and are central to her story. Everyone at her school in Mexico knew her because her family had many connections to the school. Dalet's grandmother taught there, and so did her aunt, her mother's twin sister. She remembers her teachers and classmates fondly. She also served a very important role in helping take care of her two younger brothers, Dari and Zul. As the oldest child, she's been a role model for them, helping them with homework, and they've all grown very close together. During those years, she recalls that her mother worked long hours at a local bank to help support the family. Because of this, she wasn't very close to her mother, but she was very close to her father. They had a weekly tradition where they went to a local swimming pool together every Sunday. When she was 12 years old, her mother made the difficult decision to move her and her brothers to the United States with the hope of a better education system and a brighter future. Her father remained in Mexico, while Dalet, her mother, and her brothers moved to North Lake and lived with their uncle until they were eventually able to get their own place. Before making that huge move, Dalet remembers her final day of school in Durango. As a student there, she had to wear a uniform that included a white shirt. Her teacher and classmates threw her a party, and all of her classmates wrote messages on her shirt for her to keep. She still keeps that shirt as a memory of her time in Mexico. Now living in North Lake, her mother started cleaning houses to help with their costs. Dalet said it was like living with a stranger because she was used to spending most of her time with her father, and now she was always with her mother. Over time, she said that she and her mother have grown closer, and they're now best friends. They've even created their own tradition of going to downtown Chicago and trying out new restaurants. As a student for 7th and 8th grade at Mannheim Middle School, Dalet said she found herself in a whole different world. She could speak some English, but language made it a difficult transition. She appreciated the help and support she received from Mr. Reyes, who was her math and advisory teacher. Everyone at Mannheim was critical in supporting Dalet during 8th grade when she received some terrible news. Back in Mexico, her father had fallen into a diabetic coma and passed away. They all made the trip back for his services, but Dalet now had to continue on without her father and her Sunday swim partner. In addition to grieving this loss, she was also facing the realities of COVID-19 that took away part of her final year of middle school and her freshman year. Doing online school for the majority of freshman year, it was an unusual transition to East Leyden High School. She recalls how large the school was and how difficult it was to find her classes. She had a couple of close friends from middle school, but she was scared to have classes that didn't include them. Dalet was nominated for this recognition by one of her teachers, Karina Hernandez. Ms. Hernandez shared the following: I met Dalet through a computer screen during remote learning her freshman year of high school while I was student teaching at Leyden. I immediately noticed her bright personality and how courageous she was when she volunteered to present first through Google Meets. She continues to display these qualities today. Dalet walks into class every day with a smile on her face, ready to tackle the new task and progress her learning and skills. Her approach of perseverance, hard work, and dedication with any task, whether it be academic, extracurricular, or a matter with family and friends, are things I admire most about her. I have no doubt that she will accomplish great things in her future. Dalet is also thankful for the help and support she received from all of her teachers, and she specifically told me about Aurelie Diaz. She said Ms. Diaz always talked to her and could be trusted. She said Ms. Diaz believed in me to do more and be better than I thought I could be. Dalet got involved in both Alianza Latina and Sharing a Dream, Both of those clubs have allowed her to meet other students from different cultures. She enjoys helping them get involved and feel like they belong in the school community too. Dalet took a wide variety of courses at Leyden. Her medical careers and anatomy and physiology courses had her consider a pathway in nursing. However, her law, psychology, and sociology courses ultimately led her to planning to major in criminology. She was given an opportunity to study abroad at the University of Westminster in London, England. However, she was worried about feeling homesick and wants to be in the lives of her younger brothers, helping them with homework and being at their games. Therefore, she accepted an amazing full-ride scholarship to attend the University of Illinois at Chicago. Dalet, you have overcome so much, and you are a shining light for your brothers. I hope that your mother is able to visit you often at UIC so you can find even more restaurants to try. Congratulations to you, and I wish you continued success and happiness. Now, as I close, to all of our graduates, I've been talking to you tonight about time. How you spend your time and the life that you lead after Leyden will have a direct impact on your family and maybe even your children, your grandchildren, and generations to come. Use it well. Lead your life in a way that will make your family and your school proud. When you do that, I guarantee you'll find happiness and success. Speaking on behalf of all of us at Leyden, to all of our graduates tonight, it's been an honor to be a part of your life. Go change the world. Spend your time wisely. We're so proud of all of you today. We wish you nothing but the best in your lives. And remember, no matter where you go and no matter what you do, you will always be a Leyden Eagle. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Poliak, for your great words. We greatly appreciate it. Next, I am proud to introduce to you tonight's first graduation speaker, Reeve Del Pilar. Earlier this spring, teachers nominated students to speak at graduation, and from there, the senior class voted on their top 2 speakers who will be joining us tonight. With that, please help me welcome Reeve as he shares his thoughts with us about looking back.
Wow. Good evening, everyone. In following the footsteps of Lina El Hassan from the class of 2023, I'd like to say hello, assalamu alaikum, chesh, ciao, hola, kamusta, privyet, zdravite, ni hao, namaste, and welcome families, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2024. I am honored to be speaking in front of all of you tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Reeve Del Pilar. I am a handsome young man, according to my mother, a genius, according to my father, and according to many underclassmen, Riven's brother. Hi, family, wherever you guys are sitting. To my peers, look around at your friends, best friends, and frenemies. Notice how much we've changed. What a wild ride, huh? And isn't that exactly what high school is supposed to be? A place for wild adventures, finding yourself, cultivating hope for the future, and all that jazz? Not for us, though. Unfortunately, the beginning of our career was met with hopelessness in the form of a global pandemic. Yup, I'm gonna talk about it. Unfortunately, our first year of high school was the COVID year. Womp womp. Fortunately, though, we are the last COVID class. Yippee! Think of all the ways we avoided learning. We called friends during class, kept our cameras off, played video games, and anything else except for schoolwork. Our hopelessness led to sleeping more, praying that anyone else would get called on. And if that wasn't bad enough, remember those awful breakout rooms? Ugh! It's a miracle we even made it through those desperate times. As we end our high school careers, however, I ask you to join me as we look back on our journey in the actual building at East Leyden. Let's take a moment to reminisce about overcoming those obstacles and how significant our impact has been, all because we found hope the moment we stepped into the building. We carried that hope through the 3 years we were actually here. First, we transitioned into hybrid schooling and then officially became sophomores with minimal yet lingering restrictions. Finally, we felt on the verge of a real high school experience. It felt liberating to be free of lockdown, and boy, oh boy, were we distracted by our first everything. First homecoming, first AP classes, first lunch, first junior Olympics, rigged until we were seniors. All of these real-life experiences came flying way too fast. In our junior year, the euphoria of having a real high school experience wore off, and we were bombarded with challenges we felt unprepared to face. The pressures of being students again presented challenges that we needed to prepare for. Life felt fragile again, and that hopeless feeling sank in. But as we eased into our friend groups and developed those support systems, we slowly, and I mean slowly, realized that we need to figure out what we wanted to do with our lives. Some of us had our futures laid out for us in careers plan, shout out the architect, while the rest picked classes and electives that we found interesting and somewhat cool. The burden of extracurriculars, homework, and social pressure got to all of us. But we navigated through those obstacles with courage. We figured out how to balance work, school, and social life, and got a lot out of our sophomore and junior years. I mean, where did the time go? Think about those years. We completed our first AP test, and when we thought we had a break, we got jobs throughout the summer. And then when junior year hit, we had the SAT to worry about. But whew, there were highlights for real, for real. Some of us got our first taste of varsity sports, where we supported all these different teams and our friends. For people like me, the equivalent was Stark's athletic PE. We had our first prom. What a night. Adding on to this, our counselor started hounding us to think about our futures. But throughout it all, we showed up. And just like that, the time flew by even faster, and we reached our senior year. Finally! We owned the school, we were closer than ever to our teachers, senioritis hit hard, and we thought, do our grades even matter anymore? But then college apps, essay writing, researching colleges or skilled trades, or whatever we wanted to do with our lives was all thrust upon us. Not only that, this year felt unnecessarily stressful. We had to find the few open bathrooms as Minga rushed our sweet time. Yeah, I know, right? FAFSA changes made us worry we wouldn't get aid before decision day, and even last week, stink bombs were dropped left and right everywhere we went. Crazy. But we finished strong. I've only realized how far we've come while writing the speech. All those stressful days felt like they would never end, but they did. It is startling to realize how much we've been through. We did it, and we looked damn good while we did. All those tests, high school drama, hours upon hours of having little to no sleep, and the friends we made along the way culminated in this very moment. Perhaps we've never realized how drastically our lives changed until now. We may have walked into high school with the same friend groups, like my Fangirls Bros, but hopefully we made more friends who feel like family. Those relationships will last us a lifetime. Shout out junior year, TSI period 10. Love you guys forever. Yeah. Our time in school improved our work ethic, and we learned valuable lessons, like to get going when the going gets tough. We can all credit the teachers who helped us grow, pushing us to perceive the world in new ways and motivating us to make a difference. We can thank our loved ones who never gave up on us. Mahal ko kayo, Grandma and Lola. The relationships we had enabled us to persevere in our hope to make our parents or that one teacher proud, or to prove our friends wrong. Most of us have done amazing things at Leyden. These achievements include, but are certainly not limited to, Draylon Jones breaking the 1,000 points milestone in his basketball career. Yeah, that's nuts. Operation Snowball raising over $1,500 for Miss Black Fulton's son. It's truly inspiring. The gymnastics team three-peating conference champions. Numerous AP art students' pieces being displayed in a variety of galleries. Our class track runners breaking their PRs, and so much more. It is remarkable to think about our accomplishments, fueled by hope, especially when we started so hopelessly. But we found hope. We found it here, in each other. Hope drives us to be better. Hope exclaims, "I can," when others say, "You can't." Our very presence here serves as an unwavering testament that we all carry hope. Remember to bring that hope as you walk across this stage and bring it into your future. According to multifaceted artist Childish Gambino, if you want it, you can have it. I implore you all to continue to use that hope from any source it may stem from, including family, friends, and colleagues. Allow your hope to motivate you and empower you to achieve anything you want. Congratulations to us all again. I am so proud of you all, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Reeve. Next, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to our second graduation speaker, Lena Trin. This evening, she'll share her thoughts with you on looking forward. Welcome, Lena.
First, let's breathe in this moment together. Ready? Breathe in and out. This is real. This is graduation. And to me, graduation is a celebration full of gratitude. I'm grateful for everyone here. I'm grateful for the hardworking and extremely patient family members who have raised the beautiful students graduating today. I'm grateful for the inspiring educators, administrators, and coaches who have shaped all of us into achievers. And I'm grateful for you guys, the people I went to high school with. I'm grateful for all the memories we shared together. We survived high school and the wrath of hormones and shadow boxing. Don't worry, parents and guardians, shadow boxing isn't actually violent. I'll just leave it up to your imagination. High school had its interesting moments, but overall, it was a beautiful time full of growth, love, and fun. And it was each and every one of you guys who made that possible. In the future, you guys are gonna be the people I can proudly say, I went to high school with them, when you guys are all, Nobel Prize Award winners, billionaires, and famous TikTokers or something. Class of 2024, let's come together in gratitude for the knowledge we've gained about life, for the knowledge we've gained about ourselves. Let's be grateful that high school taught us that things like awkward conversations, pimples, talking stages, and eye contact weren't the end of the world. I don't know about that. Let's be grateful that high school taught us that we can be something in the world other than hide-and-seekers and professional slime makers. Let's be grateful that high school taught us that life is about feeling all of it, both the hurt and the healing. Finally, high school taught us that life can feel like it's flying by, but we learned that we shouldn't just let it fly by. We learned that we should soak in life, seize life, and fly with life. And here we are. We flew with life, and now we are going to graduate as eagles. That's something worth being grateful for. Class of 2024, let's have gratitude that we get to choose in which direction we'll fly. We have the choice to be the pilots of our lives, to not let bad habits throw us off course, but to create new habits that align with who we want to be. We have the choice to react to every circumstance life throws at us with patience and peace. We have the choice to create infinite echoes of compassion throughout the world, and we can use this choice to become the generation that carries on the progress of the past while lifting up the weight for future generations. We can use this choice to save lives, teach children, build structures, cultivate art, or most impactfully, we can choose to procrastinate. From now on, we choose. We have a choice, and that's something worth being grateful for. But it's also scary knowing that we have that choice. We can choose anything, and we may choose the wrong thing or not choose the right thing. The choice I made to leave for college to pursue my career scares me. More specifically, I'm scared of the supposed 15 pounds I'm gonna gain freshman year of college, and the eerie silence there's gonna be without my family. Yeah, you guys are really loud sometimes. Not to mention the process of adjusting to a new school campus. Honestly, I still don't know where everything is at Leyden. But most of all, I'm scared to burn out, to feel unfulfilled, to waste time, and ultimately, I'm scared to fail. But what I've learned throughout high school and life is that it's okay to be scared of failure, but it's not okay to let that fear prevent us from fully living. It's human to be scared. We're all just emotional clumps of cells running around trying to make sense of this infinitely chaotic world. And in this infinitely chaotic world, failure is inevitable. But let's choose to not let that failure prevent us from fully living. When I was a kid, I tried to fly. I'd wrap a blanket around my back, holding the edges to form blanket wings. Then I'd jump on top of my bed, and I'd jump off as high as I could while flapping my blanket wings as fast as I could. I'd do that over and over again in hopes that there'd be that one jump where I'd start to fly. You could probably guess how that went. Gravity beat me to it after every jump, and after a while of trying, I sat down on the edge of my bed, muttering to myself, "What am I doing?" and feeling as rock bottom as it gets for a kid. I failed to fly. But right when I was about to give up my dream of flying, I realized how fun the process was. The exhilaration of taking that leap of faith, and the sense of purpose I got from putting in the effort and flapping my blanket wings. It was fun. And the falls back to the ground made me appreciate the second I was in the air that much more. So I got back up and continued trying to fly. In a way, I did fly. I flew because I didn't let the weight of failure stop me from doing what I love. I didn't let the weight of failure stop me from fully living. See, my outcome was a failure, but because I learned a valuable lesson to not let failure stop me, I won in ways greater than what any tangible outcome could have ever provided. See, we can choose to let our failures teach us. Failures are learning curves that lead us to greater paths. Like, if I fail to give a good graduation speech in front of 3,000 amazing people, and I happen to let the tears I've been holding in fall, that'd be kind of bad. But I learned how to cope with extreme embarrassment. We can choose to let our failures be the steps that strengthen us for success. We can choose to let our failures be the catapult towards wisdom and change, because with that choice, we will never truly fail. We will only win because we will learn. And I believe each and every one of you will never truly fail. I believe each and every one of you will only win because you will learn. So remember, when you're in the clouds and you happen to get hit by lightning or swallow an incoming bug, it's a part of flying. And I believe you guys will fly far. Thank you.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Reeve, for joining us tonight and sharing your remarkable thoughts with all of us. We truly appreciate it. At this time, I'd like to introduce our incredible chamber singers who will now perform This Day under the direction of Miss Stacy Cunningham.
Soon it will end, and once we might be a friend before this day is spent. Oh, this day we're given is golden. Let us show love. This day is ours for one moment. Let us sow love. This day is frail, it will pass by. So before it's too late to recapture the time, let us share love, let us share God before this day is gone, gone. Before this day is
Thank you to our chamber singers and to Miss Cunningham. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce to you our school board president, Mr. Gregory Ignafo.
Thank you, Dr. Manola, and thank you. It is an honor and privilege for me to be here tonight. This is an exciting time as we celebrate another milestone in the lives of Leyden's newest alumni. Congratulations, class of 2024. You are Leyden pride. Before I go any further, again, a very special thank you to Rosemont Mayor Bradley Stevens, also a Leyden alum, and to the people of Rosemont. Thank you for providing us with this outstanding theater in which to showcase these fine young men and women. Graduates, seated behind you are your family, friends, teachers, and other members of the Leyden community. They are here in support of you and to celebrate with you your successes, your successful high school career. Your time at Leyden was to prepare you for your adult life, to give you the tools to be successful in taking on the next step of challenges. Success cannot be defined by others. It can only be defined by you. You know that success isn't always easy. The path to success is lined with difficulties and failures. In fact, more often than not, it is difficult. It often requires an extra focus, an extra effort, and a sacrifice of something for the goal. It is overcoming the difficulties that make success that much more rewarding. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. On the subject of success, Booker T. Washington said, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, as by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed." So here you are. You have managed all the difficulties, assuredly with some failures, and overcame the obstacles. And as a group, the Leyden class of 2024 has had some additional unique challenges in the 4+ previous years. Remember back in early 2020, as you started looking forward to entering high school? Then, in the first time in over 100 years, a pandemic hits, forcing the cancellation of 8th grade graduations. Wondering what the world would be like when what has been characterized as the new normal, you enter high school. Well, sort of. The operating word is remote. When you did get into the building, it is with severe restrictions, but plenty of construction. You emerge after all the challenges as wiser, stronger, and more confident as young adults. Remember what Booker T. Washington said, "You are better measured by the obstacles that you overcome." And to greet you after all of this, a once-in-a-200-year event of emerging two broods of cicadas. Just think of them as noisemakers in celebration of your successes. So today we collectively celebrate your achievements. We celebrate each other and our relationships and helping you succeed. We are all very proud of you and what you have accomplished and for where you are going. And as you know, you did not get here alone. There are so many to acknowledge who have had in forming your character. Some who have been alongside you since birth, some that you have come to know at Leyden, and some you have never met. But each has played an essential role in your life. Leyden encourages our students to dream the dream and provides them with the tools and opportunity to live the dream. But there are only a few that have stood up and defended the dream. Would all those here who have worn our country's uniform please stand so that we may thank you for your service? Army, Marines, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, Space Force, all of our veterans. Please acknowledge yourself. Thank you. You make all this possible. Please remember that Monday, May 27th, is Memorial Day, a day to remember those who have given their lives in defense of freedom, including several of our own Leyden alum. And a special thank you to Leyden community's first responders, who are on the front line every single day, protecting us and keeping us safe. Would all the first responders, police, fire, and EMS, no matter what community you serve, please stand and be recognized. Especially Officer Matt Bowles. Last August, Adriel Carrera from East and Jocelyn Maldonado from West were sworn in as Leyden Student Board members. Through their participation at school events, attendance at board meetings, and the many other commitments, Adriel and Jocelyn brought their student voice to the highest level of decision-making. When the Board of Education needs to make a decision about what's best for kids, we turn to Adriel and Jocelyn for their input. They have represented you very well. Thank you both for your commitment to Leyden, the long hours, your valuable insight and collaboration. Thank you, Jocelyn and Adriel. Graduates, the rest of the people that I will acknowledge have one single common purpose, and that is to provide you with the best possible high school education with an abundance of quality experiences for you to grow physically, academically, and emotionally. Remember, if it wasn't for you, the student, Leyden High Schools simply would not exist. We believe that Leyden High Schools provides the best possible education for our students with a wide variety of opportunities, and that each individual student has unique talents. and those unique talents need to be identified, nurtured, and honed. Although they are small in numbers, their impact is immense. Leyden High Schools enjoys the best team of administrators in any school district anywhere. Administrators, thank you for your vision, passion, and your consistent vigil over our most precious assets, our kids. Thank you, administrators. And a very special thank you to Dr. Benuma, who will be leaving us at the end of June to become the next superintendent of Maine Township High Schools. Doc, thank you for all you do for our kids and community. Thank you. So if anybody's been paying attention, Mr. Miller has been standing here since we've talked about our veterans. For those of you who don't know, Brian Miller, with all the things that he does here at school, is also a lieutenant colonel in the United States Air Force Reserves. Thank you again for your service, sir. At tomorrow's graduations for West, Mr. Miller will have his last performance at Leyden High School as he retires with 30 years of service. Thank you again. And at this time, I would ask all of our retirees, would you please stand again and join your colleague up here who are leaving us? All of our retirees. Would the rest of our faculty please join them? All of our faculty, one more bow, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I know how proud you are of these graduating seniors. Also retiring this year is our Superintendent of Building and Grounds, Mr. Randy Olinsky. Mr. Olinsky is probably standing there down by the staircase or the doors. Randy is retiring with 34 years of service and counting. Randy is responsible for 3 million square feet of indoor and outdoor space. Holidays, middle of the night, or on lunch break, Randy is always ready to do what's necessary to keep our buildings and grounds operational. The countless hours, minutes, days he's put in over those 34 years don't stop at the 3:30 bell. So congratulations, Randy. Thank you. The best to all of our retirees. There are many other members of the Leyden family who work tirelessly for the success of Leyden students. These past 4 years have been anything but normal, whatever normal is. No matter what the call, the Leyden support staff were there collectively and collaboratively assisting the entire Leyden community. From the abundance of food preparations and delivery to building maintenance, security, transportation, technology, to organizing the buildings for vaccinations and everything in between. While many were working remotely, this fantastic group has been in the buildings every day making things happen. Congratulations and thank you to our support staff. Leyden certainly wouldn't be Leyden if it wasn't for all of the volunteers, those loyal eagles who consistently give their time, talents, and resources so young men and women like these graduates can have extra opportunities. Thank you to all the volunteers. Last, but certainly not least, a very special thank you to your neighbors, the taxpayer. We are very grateful that the Leyden community continues to support the innovative programs for the betterment of our students. Thank you, taxpayers. To the Leyden the families of these new Leyden alum, thank you for allowing us to be part of their lives. We share with you the commitment to excellence for their success and hope that we have met and exceeded your expectations. Thank you. Graduates, this isn't your practice life. Go and do amazing things. Dr. Manola, Dr. Poliak, on behalf of the Board of Education, it is with an abundance of Leyden pride that I accept these fine young men and women as Leyden High School's newest alumni, the East Leyden class of 2024. They bring honor to themselves, their families, and the entire Leyden community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ignafo. It's our honor to present to you the class of 2024. Finally, we're almost at the moment you've all been waiting for. Before we begin, however, with a request from the class of 2024, I would like to welcome to the stage and present Anthony Villalobos, Jennifer Boyas, and Victoria Lorenz.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. We thank all of our families, friends, and teachers who are present to honor us tonight. Because this is such a special occasion for each and every one of us, we would like to make this very special request. As the names of the graduates are announced, please hold your applause and cheers so that the names of all graduates can be heard in an equal and fair manner. With your help, we look forward to making this a most meaningful and respectful ceremony. Thank you.
Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de la clase del 2024. Agradecemos a nuestras familias, amigos y maestros que están presentes para honorarnos esta noche, porque se trata de una ocasión muy especial para todos y cada uno de nosotros. Nos gustaría hacerle una petición muy especial. Cuando se anuncien los nombres de los graduados, por favor, hacen el favor de no aplaudir para que los nombres de todos se puedan escuchar de la misma forma y sea justo. Con su ayuda, esperamos tener una ceremonia significativa y respetuosa. Muchas gracias.
Witamy na ceremonii graduacji klasy roku 2024. Dziękujemy serdecznie wszystkim naszym bliskim, przyjaciołom i nauczycielom za Waszą obecność tutaj dla uhonorowania naszej uroczystości. Ponieważ jest to szczególna okazja dla każdego z nas, bez wyjątku, mamy szczególną prośbę. Gdy wyczytywane będą nazwiska graduujących uczniów, prosimy powstrzymać się od braw, aby wszystkie nazwiska mogły być usłyszane jednakowo głośnie i wyraźnie. Niech z Waszą pomocą ta ceremonia będzie szczególna i niezapomniana dla wszystkich. Dziękujemy.
Thank you. We ask your partnership and support to ensure that everyone is able to be heard this evening. Ushers, with that, please prepare our graduates. Our readers tonight are faculty members Ms. Carolina Para-Garcia and Mr. Ilya Sistarica. Assisting with tonight's ceremony are 6 students from the class of 2025, Conchetta Biondo, Eduardo Cuevas Estrada, Darla Gianulius, Olivia Erla, Alessia Kulinich, and Josh Walter. Presenting diplomas this evening are Board of Education members Mr. Jim Lima and Mr. Joe Trevino.
Tanya Casey Abreniki.
Saraí del Río.
Diana Alexa Acevedo.
Cristian Acosta.
Edgar Yahir Adames Fuentes.
Elifjan Agarao.
Edwin Aguayo.
Isabel Aguilar.
Yesenia Aguilar.
Armando Art Alanis III.
Marcos Napoleon Aldana.
Natalie Almodóvar.
Dalia Mohamed Alshanari.
Yulisa Alvarado.
Jasmine Lisbeth Ambrosio.
Alisa Marie Andaluz.
Chris Angulo.
Said Anthony.
Julia Yvette Aragon.
Brianna Yasmin Arocho.
Burke Cash Atia.
Christopher Avila.
Angel Xavier Avias.
Alexander Ramiro Baena.
Ezia A. Baker.
Philip Bakun.
Gabriel Balbaneda.
Olivia Barnash.
Cadence Helen Barnes.
Antoine Hinojales Baviera.
Julian Nicholas Belviacqua.
Victor Bepcek.
Logan Frank Bilbray.
Salvatore Biondo III.
Denise Biondo.
Lauren Grace Blomquist.
Yuri Boradai.
Nazier Cannon.
Nicholas Kent Bradle.
Brandon Michael Braver.
Olesia Bruce.
Danny Bubalo.
Maria Fernanda Betrago Rodriguez.
Anastasia Burantenska.
Mia Angelic Burgos.
Sebastián Burgos Vanegas.
Eileen Kate Bustamante.
Rosalie Provido Budeta.
Stephanie Cabral.
Nathaniel Anthony Calderon.
Ethan Michael Calistro.
Jennifer Boyaz.
Isabella Cano Jr.
Nicole Cano Gomez.
Natalie Grace Capa.
Sebastián Cardoso.
Mia Raquel Careto.
Diego Emanuel Carrillo.
Adam Castanon.
Daniel Castellán.
Michelle Castillo.
Dorothy Castillo.
Juliana Sophie Castro.
Sherlyn Cebrero Flores.
Hope Angela Diane Sanisa.
Soraya Marie Cervantes.
Christopher Thomas Servan.
Andrés Chaides Hernández.
Arthur Cheek.
Isadora Cicerello.
Yadira Clay.
Marcia Constanza Cobos.
Josephine Marcella Cooper.
Daisy Corral.
Liliana Angelina Corral.
Joshua Correa.
Denzel Curtis Koss.
Janaya Cruz.
Jasmine Cruz.
William Cruz.
Julia Alice Dabeck.
Isabella Mariola Dadal.
Leonardo Damas.
Stephanie Davoli.
Dulce Simón de la Cruz.
Alexa de la Luz Cortés.
Daniel de la O.
Angelina Patricia DeFrenza.
Reeve del Pilar.
Brandon Medina.
Daniel Benito Delgado.
Ayana Shariz del Valle.
Genesis Amaris Diaz.
Suzanne Elizabeth Diaz.
Samantha Diaz.
Irma Trinidad Diaz.
Kimberly Marie Diaz Alvarez.
Colin Daniel Di Constanzo.
Alexander Domansky.
Casper Ludwig Drebeck.
Evian Denise Dubon.
Cairo Duran.
Jacob Jejits.
Victoria Jelnitsky.
Nathan Escalera.
Mia Mercedes Estrada.
Justin Felix.
Artem Ferenchuk.
Yana Marie Samayano Flor.
Juliesa Jaslyn Flores.
Ali Flores.
Jaden Alexander Flores.
Declan Flores Gondola.
Zainab Fofana.
Citlali Franco.
Julianmar Galvan Martinez.
Melanie Garcia.
Alejandro Joseph Garcia.
Tamara Garfias Sanchez.
Stephanie Garibay.
Felipe Avilar Gaspar.
Erin Clara Gabala.
Alexa Harley Gianoulis.
Christian Ginith.
Melania Celes Giron.
Patrick Giza.
Mahipalsin Gohil.
Grace Isabella Gomez.
Angela Gomez.
Said Gomez Palacio.
Jacob Gonzalez.
Calvin Gonzalez.
Isis Emery Gonzalez.
Ailani Gonzalez.
Alyssa Kimberly Gonzalez.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
Jilanese Gonzalez.
Jacob Evan Graff.
Xavier Manuel Guillen.
Isabel Guillu.
Leslie Guzman.
Lane Hammer.
Kevin Matthew Hank.
Eva Hesko.
Dimitri Zahar Harliak.
Leilani Ruby Hedrick.
Victoria Ursula Helms.
Natalia Daniela Hernandez.
Tanya Hernandez.
Yalu Hernandez.
Angel Herrera.
Brian Herrera.
Sandra Hidalgo.
Gabriela Holda.
Alexandra Hoborowicz.
Teresa Holy.
Anita Petrivna Hulova.
Ángel Rafael Ibarra.
Elizabeth Angel Isho.
Predrag Ivanovic.
Jose Jaramillo.
Kasper Yashko.
Brianna Zamora Hasso.
Siobhan Bridget Jens.
Jasmine Jimenez.
Draylin Meggie Jones.
Miroslav Jovanovski.
Natalie Sofia Juszczyk.
Filip Jegos Capera.
Pavel Kasik.
Owen Michael Kelly.
Joseph Daniel Kempa.
Sabrina Kingsadaf Pohani.
Dennis Clines Jr.
Russell John Klug III.
Jessica Kamak.
Yatsik Ted Kornatowski.
Chloe Maddox Kovakovich.
Jessica Rosanova Kovacheva.
Joseph Dennis Kowal.
Julia Kozak.
Amelia Alexandra Kojo.
Hubert Jakub Kozio.
Monica Julia Kroll.
Maya Shistofok.
Alexander Layevsky.
Jaidi Gwyn Lane.
Emily Lanievsky.
Lilia Rose Laragu.
Jericho Jared Lavarias.
Jonas Frank Lavin.
Gabriella Lindzewski.
Jacqueline Leon.
Soveda Limon.
Martina Lipsky.
Bexada Livatic.
Isabel Peresafani Longoria.
Joshua Lopez.
Mary Carmen Lopez.
Nina Isabella Lopez.
Victoria Elizabeth Lawrence.
Summer Sky Lowe.
Jesus Luna.
Casey Brielle McLeod.
John Madden.
Anthony Christopher Mulkey.
Lorenz V. Magdalidan.
Alexander Marcus.
Aldo Alexander Marufo Jr.
Ryan Jordan Martin.
Adrian Ignacio Martinez.
Diego Javier Martinez.
Ebony Marie Martinez.
Mia Martinez.
Gabriela Zuzana Gritsky.
Kayla Mata Michel.
Belinda Maxine Nava.
Anthony Mayer.
Carmela Mazzacano.
Kylie Marie McGovern.
Ariana Alexis Medrano.
Christian Alexander Melgar.
Owen Benjamin Mejia.
Erika Jocelyn Mendiola.
Angelina Naticia Mendez.
Jasmine Mendoza.
Damaris Naomi Mendoza.
Ricardo Kalel Meras.
Karina Mendron.
Patrick Camille Mihailik.
Tanya Mesa Quintero.
Eddie Todorov Milushev.
Kayla Elena Miguel.
Aidan Jacob Monares.
Julian Alejandro Miranda.
Alejandro Montoya.
Abigail Montana.
Desiree Morad.
Carla Janet Mora Alcaron.
Naomi Anaí Morales.
Miguel Isaiah Morales.
Atiana Ruby Moran.
Jocelyn Alani Morales.
Janelli Juliez Moyet.
Alexandra Desiree Moya.
Camila Muñoz.
Caitlin Delia Monzingo.
Aya Najimi.
Jonathan Elian Munoz.
Marina Angel Nava.
Kimberly Narvasa.
Layana Hassan Nijem.
Danny Nguyen.
Corey Allen Meeks.
Sana Mohammed Nimer.
Patricia Maria Niznik.
David Niznik.
Peter Novik.
Mateusz Nowakowski.
Omar Anthony Nunez.
Rafael Nushka.
Adrian Ocon.
Isabella Mia Ocampo.
Jesus Orozco Guzman.
Christopher Alfredo Olagay.
Isabella Rose Ortiz.
Rafael Cedric Orton Jr.
Gabriel Ortiz.
Gabriel Alexis Ortiz.
Angel Rufino Ovando.
Ariana Ortiz.
Julian Pavel Palarchik.
Kyle Kendrick Padilla.
Cristobal Palma Lopez.
Zoe Ann Palma.
Nathan Paluchniak.
Isabella Palmisano.
Christian Pantaleon Uraga.
Gia Paneso.
Jesus Alonso Parra Jr.
Madalena Paolela.
Dhruv Manish Kumar Patel.
Samantha Lynn Parsons.
Maximilian Dariush Pasgan.
Om Patel.
Julissa Demarie Perea.
Jelisa Peña.
Sofia Gabriela Perez.
Andrea Marie Perez.
Alex Piekutovsky.
Carolina Perez Ferreira.
Jacob Santiago Porras.
Abigail Joy Pitts.
Olivier Victor Preszczanczyk.
Alexander Presa.
Leilani Quesada.
Theodore Fuentes.
Katie Quijano Mori.
Yal Kiran Quezada.
Leslie Noemi Quintana.
John Edward Quilisi.
Angela Rosa Raimondi.
Monica Rodomsky.
Juan Gustavo Ramirez.
Jeremy Richard Ramey.
Aldo Esteban Ramirez.
Dylan Giovanni Ramirez.
Daniela Reeves Walsh.
Terrence Lamar Rather.
Omar Eduardo Reyes.
Alexis Ravia.
Gianna Marie Rico.
Jordan Tao Richburg.
Ariel Jeslyn Rivas.
Marisa Alice Rios.
Israel Rodriguez III.
Andres Miguel Rivera.
Juan Saúl Rodríguez.
Jaime Saúl Rodriguez.
Isabel Rodríguez.
Anthony Calvin Rodriguez.
Jesús Alexander Rodríguez.
Nicholas Rodriguez.
Christopher Rodríguez Parra.
Yaralis Rodriguez.
Isabella Mackenzie Roman.
Angel Rojas.
Xiomara Sujei Roman.
Erica Candy Roman.
Marian Fabiola Rondon.
Julia Romanak.
Michael Christopher Rosso.
Marian Corina Rondon.
Maxim Rudak.
Ashley Nicole Rojicki.
Ishmael Reese.
Alexandria Marie Ruiz.
Olivia Julia Rutovsky.
Nicole Ruiz Ron.
Sara Sakinovich.
Samir Saka.
Evelyn Estrella Salgado.
Alex Salgado.
Alex Sanchez.
Imaris Anias Sanchez.
Madison Marie Sensoni.
Michael J. Sanchez.
Jocelyn Santillanes Carrillo.
Nayeli Marie Santiago.
April Marie Scheidler.
Savian Lazar Sapic.
Amaya Seda.
Noah David Schmidt.
Daria Shevchenko.
Anastasia Daniel Sharova.
Marcel Sklandanovitsky.
Katie Rose Silva.
Zaini Dream Sufalfardi.
Adriana Slish.
Emily Sulka.
Emily Page Stewart.
Alexander Mike Surovech.
Austin Joseph Supol.
Patrick Sigulski.
Zofia Maria Shumilash.
Bartosz Tkachuk.
Alex Tapea.
Lucas Robert Torres.
Maria Todorova.
Christopher Jordan Trejo.
Miguel Torres.
Diana Trostinska.
Lynn Nguyen Trin.
James Nicholas Turman Jr.
Alexander Truhan.
Angelina Eva Upton.
Crystal Umarez.
Santiago Urdaneta Rojas Jr.
Juan Urdaneta Rojas.
Nevea Victoria Valenza.
Irina Uzvieva.
Nicole Teresa Bavale.
Natalie Vanagas.
Ariana Velasquez.
Nicole Vasquez.
Mikhail Venceslav Velikov.
Angelica Hazel Velez.
Anthony Ruben Villalobos.
Kimberlyn Vilches.
Julian Villanueva.
Isaiah Villanueva.
Dominique Walchuk.
Ivan Vityuk.
Noah Carter Wadiziani.
Dalet Wallander.
Sabrina Agnieszka Wazilewski.
Jakub Stanislav Waus.
Victoria Bruvlevski.
Xavier Vojiva.
Yuri Yaniv.
Natalia Karolina Shashnivsky.
Yulia Yatkovska.
Joel Orlando Yantin.
Yesli Yapes.
Mia Joanna Yelich.
Chazelle Katrina Zapata.
Antonio Leoconza.
Eric Yandel Calderon Mendez.
Olivia Emilia Zhorovska. Sania Natalia Quinones.
Wow. Congratulations. Finally, this evening, we'd like to once again take a moment to thank everyone involved in making tonight's ceremony so incredible. Thank you for going above and beyond like always. As Mr. Knopfel said, you are Leyden. Thank you for being who you are and making Leyden great each and every day. Graduates, I know you'll take with you your involvement, your kindness, and your individuality in life and create a path that will continue to make us all proud. In no way do we need to hope that you're ready for the world, but rather, we hope that the world is ready to fully hear you and see you, because it will be a better place if it does. Now, graduates, please stand and face your families. Please move your tassels to the left. Congratulations to the class of 2024.